Alright, we got here a 2008 Econoline E350. Customer complaint is it's a no com to the computer. And there's a no crank. Theft light's flashing, which would make sense. Let's see. But of course the dinger works. Actually now it went nuts. What is that? Let's see. I don't think I ever heard that noise before. So let's just, I'm not going to use auto scan because they said it's no com. What is that noise? Does that mean the battery's dying? Yeah, it's at 9 volts. Alright, I gotta get a maintainer on this. Alright, I'm just gonna set up the maintainer. I just want to see what the voltage is before. Yeah. 7 volts, so it's dead. Want to turn this on? Alright. Alright, well, it's still making that noise. Let's see. So, you see the PATS light is flashing really fast. That sets a code, and you can read the code, but actually I know there's no com. There's no point in reading the code. Alright, but I'm gonna go crazy with this noise. Manually select. Ford. So 2008, I think they said. Let's see if we could have any com to the PCM. No. ABS, just want to make sure I'm in the right car. Oh yeah, we can read ABS, let's read the DCs. VIN mismatch. Cluster. Ignition key in circuit, lost com with PCM, battery voltage low, vehicle security module, that will be the key data, no fault codes. Alright, but we have no com to the PCM, that's the main thing. If I try cranking it, that's when everything goes nuts and that beeping happens. Alright, I gotta get a diagram for PCM, check power and grounds and communication. Alright, let's get a diagram for the PCM. Let's go 9OE, powertrain management. I don't know which one it has. We're just going to do without torque shift. Alright, let's see the power to this. Here's the PCM power relay. That feeds these fuses over here. Gives 2 powers to the computer, but this is only once the relay is turned on. Fine, so how does that turn on? With a PCM diode, and this turns on and hot and on or start. So whatever gives us fuse 8, it will turn this relay on right here. So let me check fuse. Hold on, any of these going straight to the PCM? Oh, right here. Okay, good. Fuse 11's hot at all times. Oh, that's just the brake pedal one. See, all these are grounds. Power, VREF is just 5-volt reference. Alright, so we gotta just see if the PCM power relay has power. So, here's the power distribution box. That's the diode that's coming from the PCM relay. Let me go find the fuse chart. Alright, so where's the PCM? And that's the PCM diode. Where's the PCM relay? Right here. This guy right here is the PCM relay. It's warm. Does it click? It does click. Let's just swap it with a different one. Alright, let's just see if that did anything. My generator just died. It must be out of gas. Yep, it's out of gas. Alright, let me go get some gas. I'm at a gas station. Let me just see if this was able to do anything. I doubt it. Okay. Loading vehicle data bot. It's just gonna say no com. And now the battery's going low also, so. Alright. Okay, let's see what happened over here. Okay, no com. So, let's go see if we have power on those fuses. Alright, connect the battery. Ground. We hit a power, it lights up. Now, what does that relay feed? The fuse 23 goes to the computer. So that would be this guy right here, this 20 amp right here. And it's blown. Yeah, it's a blown fuse. Alright, let's get a new fuse. Let's pop it in. I think it blew instantly. Yeah, it blew instantly. Okay, so we got a dead short on this fuse right here. Alright, so now what we do is we put a test light in series, and then we'll find the short. We'll unplug the computer, see if the short goes away, and so on and so forth. So let me get my test light. Alright, so here I got a 4 amp test light connected to a breakout for a fuse. Now I'm going to put this in place of the fuse. Now if this lights up, we got a dead short at the ground. Or at least if it lights up brightly. And it does. So right now we have 4 amps of current traveling through this wire, and this is limiting the current. So if I put a fuse in, it pops, but here it's limiting it to 4 amps, which the wires can handle. So now this is supposed to go pretty much straight to the computer. So we're going to unplug the computer. I don't know which to plug, but we're going to have to just go through all of them. Alright, that one made no difference. You know, wait, before that, let me shut the key. Let's see if it's an ignition issue or not. Alright, so it's an ignition problem. No, that's just stupid. That's because the PCM power relay is not powered up. That's not, it doesn't mean it's an ignition problem. So I gotta keep the ignition on actually. Alright, so we got the light on. Alright, it's not in the computer. See this? It's still lit up. Okay, I don't want this running for too long in case something starts melting. but it's not in the computer because the computer's unplugged right now, and I still got it short to ground. So let's find a connector that we could go to and see if we could, you know, cut the system in half. We really gotta get this fuse box out of here. That's this harness goes all the way across the engine. I really should pull the doghouse off. Okay, I got the doghouse off. Now, could I see that it comes all the way down here, through here. If I smell down here, I think I smell something a little burnt. I can't tell for sure. But right here's a connector. What's this going to? Found some connector down here. Now let's just see if this is it. Let's plug this back in. Is the key on? Yeah, it's not shorting now. I must have fixed it. Oh, come on. Let me plug the computer back in. Alright, computer's plugged back in. And right now, it's lit up a tiny drop. That's telling me that that's just enough to power the computer. Technically speaking, this car should start. Alright, well now it's a crank no start. But at least we should have communication to the computer now. No, we just blew the fuse. Okay. Did we? It's lit up more. What is that, the throttle? Why is the throttle clicking? Alright, off. Probably because there's not enough power to it, so we can put a fuse in. Alright, you know, I'm gonna get a breaker to put in there, so at least it can handle the right amount of current. I'm gonna put a 15 amp breaker in. Okay. Now we should not hear clicking. Good. Let's see, automatically search. Okay. Yep, it's going faster. There we go. 5.4, yes. Alright, so right now the car should start. And it does. It starts and runs. So we got rid of the short temporarily, but we gotta find the actual short or else this thing's gonna be right back. Alright, so I'm not sure. There's something clipped over here that I touched. I didn't really touch these wires. The only thing I really touched was the fuse box and connector under this box, so I really gotta get a close look at it. Alright, let's find the plan of action. So, this fuse is what's blowing right here. This 20 amp fuse. Let's uncheck that. What's on this 20 amp fuse? So we got the PCM over there. Then we got an oxygen sensor. We got all these wires. One feeds the fuel pump relay. One feeds another oxygen sensor and the mass airflow sensor and a purge valve. Okay, so is there a way I could separate this connector right here? S142. That's probably just a splice. Let me get a factory diagram just to see if there's any connectors on here. The PCM power relay feeds 23 and just goes to power distribution of 13 and 21. So let's go back one And let's go to 21. Okay, so it feeds everything on here. This is gonna be a nightmare. Okay. Oh boy. And it just spliced it. I don't see any connectors. Oh, here's a connector. Perfect. So this we've cut all the O2s, the transmission. Okay, so we need connector C134. Okay, good. So we need C134. We're in a 5.4. So it's engine front. Okay. Somewhere right there in the front of the engine. Let's go see. All right, this connector right here looks like it. All right, so right here is the connector, C14. I think we should have a. Is this it? Let me just look at it. Yeah, this is it. Okay, let me go see if our short's back. I hope it is, but I don't know for sure. All right, we're gonna unplug this, and we're gonna plug in this guy. Along with this guy. Now we're gonna turn the key on. And it's not back. I'm gonna start shaking stuff around, trying to get it back. I'm gonna go shake by the engine. I'm trying to do anything I touched. I'm trying to remember. You know, this was actually on it, and it looks melted. Yeah, this is it right here. Look at this. You see that? Wow. Right here is an O2 sensor. I'll prove it to you. I'm gonna put it back on the exhaust where I found it. A spark, and everything's clicking. This was our problem right here. A shorted O2 sensor. If we look now, our light's gonna be lit up. I just got really lucky. There we go. Let's fix the O2 sensor wire. Let's shut this off. Let me put the fuse back in. Alright, this has a thing in. And it starts. That's all it was, a shorted O2 sensor. This car has been to another shop for a long time. And this shop decided they're not dealing with it. But that's a pretty good shot right there. That is pure copper. Alright, so either they can fix this or they'll probably just put a new O2 in and put everything back together and this car's good to go. Alright, thanks for watching.